Welcome to the lair. Maybe I delude myself that I don't have my own delusions. Which side do you believe? You can only really speak for yourself now, can you? You always are going down another rabbit hole. People got 5-year plan, their 10-year plan. I'm never gonna die, man. I'm invincible. That would never happen to me. Life catches up. Circle of life, another cycle, and it's like life propagates it. Memento Mori. I think I've been living in the shadow of that for a long time. Oh yeah, life goes on. What do you think of this smooth voice? What are we all here for? I can't believe in God. Doesn't make sense, and you have to accept that. Faith eludes me. I hope that I can come to peace with that one day. I feel like I'm lost. The world is a fractal, self-replicating loop. I hope this resonates. Just enjoy the ride, man. But what is my purpose? I mean, first off, I'm not going to live forever. Weird to have to actually like come straight onto terms with that. I think I've been living in the shadow of that for a long time. Memento Mori, fucking old Latin shit. Like, remember you're gonna die. Is a little intimidating maybe at times. I don't know, I think life has kind of slapped me in the face a little bit, now that I'm getting a little older. I think you live a lot of your grade school age, years kind of just oblivious to it, Like I just remember like my grandparents passing and shit, and I don't know, like that's just like you see everyone around you that's like normal. Like that is like a normal passing of life. It's just what life is, right? You get a little older and somebody your age or a cousin or somebody passes, and it doesn't really set in. You know what I mean? Is that like it's not you, and that would never happen to you. And I think that's like something that you kind of you grab onto, you hold on to, like, don't worry about me, like that would never happen to me. But I think, maybe I just speak for myself. I guess I try to say it as if like this is what everybody experiences, but I guess can only really speak for yourself now, can you? Can't anybody just only speak for themselves? But I think that's where I hope this resonates. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I don't know. I can only speak for myself. But then, like I think my teen years, like middle school to teen years, like even to like college and like 20, like a weird mix of I'm never gonna die, man. Fucking live forever. I'm invincible, dude. Like seriously, you can fucking shoot me. No one gonna slow me down. Like I was invincible. Fucking doing a lot of stupid stuff, reckless, young man shit. And but I think there was always a part in me that, everyone told you like, hey, that's the feeling that you feel, and you're gonna get older. You're gonna fucking reach your limit. It's gonna catch up to you. And I think that's like there was a mix. There was like a polarity of I'm gonna live forever. I'm fucking invincible, and yeah, I'm probably gonna be dead before I'm like fucking 27. And what's that magic age? It's like the magic age when Hendrix passed away, like Jim Morrison. They say that 27 is that fucking like magical age or something, that like so many famous people passed away and stuff. There's a bunch of other names, but I guess I always like sort of felt that as like fucking. I remember when I was like 22, I'm like, I don't know, man. People got their fucking 5-year plan, their 10-year plan. People are fucking like, man, I didn't see any of that shit. I'm like, I can't see fucking 6 months ahead of me. Like, I'm fucking running 1,000,000 miles a minute. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I was sort of convinced that I was not even gonna make it beyond fucking 27, And in my 30s, I don't know. They just seemed like my fucking 20s. But I slowed down. I think it was like still fucking strong, still fucking in alright shape, but it was kind of like not like when I was younger, man. I couldn't get away with like not going to the gym, I was like, stuff catches up to you. You fucking gain a little weight, get a little chub on me. Like, life catches up. And, but shit, man, the past couple fucking years, late 30s, has really fucking caught up to me. Fucking every day's a struggle, man. It's like that song by Mellencamp is like, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. And it's kind of like, I don't know, what are we all doing here, man? What is this shit? What are we all here for? I mean, it's a pretty existential question, and I feel like I always had an answer for everything my whole life, and I always figured I'd come up with an answer. And now when it fucking counts, man, I don't have a fucking answer. And I mean, I do. Like, I do. You know, my fucking kids, they're fucking everything to me. I mean, it just goes without saying. I fucking die for them. I would do anything for them. I fucking live for them. But, like, is that the reason? I mean, they're like another circle of life, another cycle. And it's like life propagates another cycle. So it's like, not just like, why am I here? Like, fuck my ego. Fuck me. But what are we here for? What are we doing? What is this? And it's like, part of me is like crying out fucking here, like to the world, like, what are we all doing here? I like walk around in fucking public. Everybody like, you know, everybody knows what they're doing. Everyone knows what we're doing. But like, what are we doing here? And it's like, maybe that's what faith is. I don't know. That I will come up with an answer eventually. I can't believe in God, man. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And everything fucking needs to make sense to me. I understand that. It's fucking... I know, for people that do believe in God, like, I don't know. They seem to, like, accept, and I guess that's what faith is, to accept this part of the world that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and you have to accept that. And I think, I hope that I can come to peace with that one day. Right, day is not today, though. I can't, faith eludes me. I can't figure out this faith, like, I don't know, and maybe it's part of, my whole first half of my life is growing up figuring out what this all fucking is, what it means. You always are going down another rabbit hole of, this is how this works, and this affects this, and this affects this, and it's all this giant cause and effect, and this world is deterministic. And then it's kind of like, but it's not deterministic, it's a fucking statistician's world, right? And I don't know if I believe that. Which side do you believe, right? And it's kind of like quantum physics and Newtonian physics, right? There's one describes something at a larger scale, something describes something at a little tiny scale, and there's a contradiction between them, but you can rationalize, you use them in they're tools, you know, they're maps. I think that's the way I see it. I mean, quantum physics, that's what it is, all statistics, right? So it's kind of like, I think I sort of see the world that way. The statistics of it, it's randomness, but the statistics can describe it. It's like you're applying some type of deterministic approach. But I mean, when you boil it down, it's like some type of deterministic. So if as soon as I start anything sense of determinism comes into effect, then you need to try to make sense of things, right? How does it work? Why does it work this way? And how does it connect? And I think that's where you're looking for meaning. Why? Why does this? Why does that happen? How does this work, right? Somebody said it to me today, it's like fucking Groundhog Day. It's like, it is, man. Sometimes it is fucking Groundhog Day. It is just every fucking day is the same. You just you're going through, and I feel like this shell of a fucking person, like a robot, ironically, the fucking world being taken over by robots. And we look at these fucking you look at everybody else and you think everyone else is a robot. They're all NPCs, you know, this fucking, the internet, the world, you know, it's like the message is being pumped into people's brains, but it's like I'm immune, I'm fucking one of you. We're all fucking robots, and it's just crazy. It's like, but what is my purpose, man? What is my, and I know the answer. The answer is we are meaning makers. I mean, that's what humans are. We make fucking meaning out of all this shit, and knowing that gives me no comfort. It's fucking weird. Knowing that is like that was an answer. Like I had a fucking answer to the meaning of life, and it's like, it's not an answer. That's typical fucking me. Like intellectualizing things. To intellectualize is to fucking rationalize the whole world as a defense mechanism. And God, do I fucking do it all the time. Such a fucking defense mechanism. But that's why I like, from what? Fucking running, man. I'm running from the whole fucking, the meaning of it all. But I go through phases. I mean, there's some solace in the fact that when you get on a fucking roller coaster, like, why sit there and fucking, you know, I try to figure out how it's working, you know, how does the roller coaster work, and wow, like, figure out the technology, it's cool or whatever, but it's kind of like, why bother? Just enjoy the ride, man. Just fucking enjoy the ride. There's the ups, there's the downs. And stop fucking worrying about where you are in the ride. Like, the very end of the ride can be fucking super fun still, too. Why focus on the fucking end? Memento Mori, man. Like, remember you will fucking die. Does that give your life meaning? I don't know. For some people it does, but it doesn't for me. It fucking slaps me in the face, and it ruins my now. It ruins me being able to fucking live in the now and the focus on enjoying the ride. Like, because I think when I'm strapping it all together and how does it work and how does it logically piece together, it leads me to the fucking end. And I mean, maybe I'm a fatalist, like, I don't know. I suppose I am. But it's like the ultimate intellectualization. Maybe that's what my defense mechanism is from. I'm trying to intellectualize it, but it's just leading me right back in a fucking circle. God, have I heard that before. I mean, you know, you want to talk like fucking David Foster Wallace, like, the world is a fractal, man. It is circles. It is a fucking fractal. You zoom in, you zoom out, you get the same thing. It's all a big fucking self-replicating loop. Does that make it meaningless? I think a lot of scientists, or just people in general, astrologists, cosmologists back in the day, when they discovered the red shift to the universe, you know, it was kind of like, you know, unexpected, like kind of, you know, I think Einstein was fucking shook by it, like, the world, like the universe is expanding. I mean, maybe, who knows, maybe it's not, maybe it was, maybe it is now, maybe it wasn't, or I don't know, whatever, it's accelerating apparently. But when they sort of saw that it was moving out, everything was moving away, and then you imply that it was all, if you go backwards, then it all would be at a point. And I think that was where, like, that shook fucking Einstein. I think it shook a lot of fucking people of the time to be like, it's not infinite. You know what I mean? I think they had this, like, I don't know, there was like a fundamental part of their fucking belief in how the world worked and their map of everything that it was infinite, like, gave them, like, maybe it was that, like, humbling fucking slap in the face to be like, you can never grasp it, like, you can never, and, like, humble yourself and like, you know, before God, like, be, like, you are not worthy, you know, it's infinite. But like when that happened, like I shook a lot of fucking people to be like, it's not infinite. And I don't know if that's the correct conclusion too, because it's kind of like, just because you like as far as you could possibly fucking see doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing beyond it. You know what I mean? Like it means that everything's expanding so fast that you can't see beyond it, but like it doesn't mean that nothing's beyond it. So maybe it is infinite, and that's where I think this whole multiverse, I mean, that's totally a fucking cultural phenomenon, like slapping this generation is the multiverse. Oh, it's everything. It's fucking, like, Jesus Christ, it's in fucking pop culture everywhere. But like the multiverse is like an intellectualization, right, of it's infinite. There's just more of, you know what I mean? There's one universe, but there's more of them. There's an infinite amount of them. You know, it's kind of an intellectualization to say it's infinite because I have like that's how my mental map of the universe, my faith works, is that it needs to be infinite. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people kind of rationalize it that way. It gives them comfort. It gives them solace, because if it is just this one fucking universe and it's finite, like, what does it mean if there's an end to something? Does something have to be defined by its ending? I mean, something as a whole. The end is part of it, so it is part of something that has to be acknowledged, right? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just a bunch of fucking ramblings from an asshole like myself, but makes for good conversation. But maybe some of this is just to be thankful, man. Some of this world is just like humbling. It is just I think somewhere down there I long for God. I want to believe. I wish I could believe. I try, and maybe I need to do a little bit more work on it. Maybe it is something you need to work on. But sometimes I feel like we delude ourselves. I used to think intellectualization was a good thing, but like I said, it's a defense mechanism. And it there's many instances where it's not good. There's many instances when you're trying to solve problems where it's fucking helpful, because you can it's very helpful. But I think delusion can be more comforting. It's another defense mechanism to fucking lie to ourselves, to protect ourselves from the truth, you know. And I think sometimes I wish I could have that, or maybe I'm deluding myself that I don't lie to myself. I don't know. But I think delusion is, maybe a little bit of delusion is healthy. Maybe I delude myself that I don't have my own delusions. But I hope you're having a cigar, or some nice scotch, or a fucking good, like, double IPA. You know, my ramblings about life, I don't fucking drink anymore. But that's one thing that I miss, man, those good, like, double IPAs. Big shout out to The Alchemist. The Heady Topper is just amazing, man. Whew, that double IPA, knock your socks off. And towards the end, I started to get into some good Islay Scotch whiskey, some good bourbons too. But Islay is an acquired taste, pretty smoky, peaty Scotch. Find a good one that's 12 years old or something that's smoothed out, because that smokiness is an acquired taste. But yeah, I got into cigars recently, and there's a lot of bad cigars. So you find a good cigar though, and yeah, it's I got this Rocky Patel vintage series 2010. That's what it is, and it's 12 years old. I think it is. Yeah, aged 12 years, fermented. Right. So it's like, this is like a good fermented cigar though. This is fucking special, man. It's like $10. Yeah. So like, it's pricey, but for a premium cigar, it's pretty cheap. It's good. But I'd say I'd like this one better than some of these other, like, you know, $15 cigars that people rave about. Oh, so creamy and so good, it's so tasty as well, and tastes of oak and nutmeg on the palate, and whatever, man. It's a fucking cigar. Shut the fuck up. But like a Scotch, it's kind of like that. Hard to put your finger on, like aged, you know. Or even like a nice like double IPA where it's kind of like, it's hard to put your finger on like what it is about that hops or something. There's something about it that is just hitting the spot just right. It's kind of or like a nice like real good aged cheese where it, you know, it's like that, something about the yeast where it's kind of, there's pipe tobaccos that are like this too, where they're fermented, you know, and it's like, I mean, fermented's a fucking weird-ass process, you know what I mean? It's rotting. Something's, like, rotting, you know? It's bacteria eating away, destroying, decay, right? But, you know, every once in a while, you get that right strain, or, like, the right balance of the flavors and all this stuff, and that's, you know, that's beer, that's cheese, that's fucking tobacco. You know, that nice, special, aged, fermented. But a lot of that's all in, like, that strain of yeast, you know? Well, this is one of them, the fucking Rocky Patel. I think it's 2010 vintage. Ooh, it's good. It's nice. It's nice fermented, and it's bold. It's strong. It's a damn strong cigar. But that's how I like it. It's good. But I'd love to drink some Scotch with it. It'd be excellent. Hope you enjoyed the talk. I mean, I'd love to hear comments in the comments section. The ramblings of this bullshit, you know. Here I am, echo. Yeah. But it's good to get feedback in this world because I think, you know, talking to other people and, you know, you get feedback. I swear, I mean, my biggest problem in this world is that fucking nobody's just, like, honest. Nobody just fucking, like, tell you straight up. Everybody's fucking hidden in lies and delusions and this and that. And I feel like I'm the only one that fucking comes straight up to you, tell you right to your fucking face exactly what I'm thinking. And like exactly what is going on and how things should be done, and take the fucking lead and like just direct as all motherfucking directs, right? And it's very odd, man. Like I find that most of the world is not like that. The whole world is, it's like Sun Tzu, you know, the art of war. The art of war is fucking deception, and Jesus, the whole fucking world is war, man. Everything. It's all fucking war is a metaphor. Like everything, you know, is deception. Everybody's trying to think how you will react to what I say. So I'm going to act this way to make you react this way. What? Why don't people just fucking, like, what do you fucking think? I don't care what you want me to think and how you're acting. Like, tell me what you think. But I just find that the whole world seems to be raveled and wrapped up in that shit that it's so hard to figure out. People don't even know what they want. I mean, I try to pride myself on being direct, but I don't know what I want a lot of times. But I'll fucking tell you that I don't know what I want. But I think a lot of people delude themselves. But yeah, so I mean, that's how I am. So it's kind of like, hey man, fucking the comment section want to be cancerous and tell me to fuck off and this shit's stupid, dumbass monologue. That's fine. I don't give a shit. More power to you. But welcome to the comments. You know, that's cool. I mean, welcome to the lair. Welcome to this shit. Kind of just an experiment, and we'll see where this fucking leads. So, cheers to you. Welcome. Fucking come back for another hit next time. Take care.